Hello, 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 hello. I hope everybody is well. Thank you for joining me today. I have my friend the butterfly, which is out the frame, but it's been standing here with me. Yes, I hope everybody is well. Once again, thank you for joining me. Identifying with nothing. Once you identify with nothing, you accept everything, and you take everything as it is, rather than fight with your subconscious mind and fight with your conscious, and especially your being. I wrote something down. Do not identify with negative thoughts or emotions. Do not listen to what others say or tell you to do. Pretty self explanatory, pretty obvious, but I'm dwelling into the aspect of why you shouldn't identify with anything or anybody in the terms of what they say. Because once you identify with somebody's words towards you, you become what they say you are. You don't ever want to become what somebody says you are. Because then again, once you do this, you aren't in control of yourself. You aren't you at essence. You are what somebody said about you. And that creates this tension within yourself. Because then you begin to question yourself, and you begin to question your identity. You begin to shame yourself for the words of another. You begin to shame yourself for what you are not. And once you do this, you lose sight of yourself. You lose sight of your essence. You must never identify with the words of another. You must never identify or listen to what others tell you to do. You are free will. You have that free will installed within you. You have the choice. Do not ever feel like you don't have the choice. And don't ever allow for your actions or your decision making to be influenced by another. Continue to be yourself and don't ever stop being yourself. If somebody makes you feel bad for the way that you live your life or the way that you choose to be, then let it be. Don't ever question yourself and don't ever change yourself. You are an immovable object. Be the immovable object. Be the stone that has never gotten thrown. But sometimes it's okay to sink. But one day you'll see, you'll rise up to the surface, you know? Sometimes we sink and that's okay. But the best thing to do is to choose you. Always choose you. Don't ever stop choosing you. It's very wise and very nurturing to our spirit that we align with our morality and that we align with our words that we preach to ourselves. Because once you don't, and once you go against these words that you instill upon yourself, then you become a traitor to yourself. You betray yourself. And you don't ever want to do that to yourself. It is not in healthy spirit, it is not in a healthy practice. Because once you do that, then your mind doesn't know in which direction to go, doesn't know whether to take you serious or whether not to. It's very wise to stay true to yourself and listen to yourself. Whenever you say something about, wanting to do something or wanting to become a specific way or a certain way, you must be that way. Life is going to be life and it's going to throw things in your direction that might throw you off course, but it's important to get back on course. It's never a straight line. This path of being human is never a straight line. It comes with things that try to test us and throw us off course, but that's the beauty of the human experience, and that's the beauty of becoming one with yourself and being true to yourself. People will make you question your beliefs. People will make you question your actions or whatever it may be. But if you know who you are, and if you're in that journey of wanting to know who you are and expanding on this version of yourself in the most and highest possible way, then you know which direction to go. And you know that no one's words about you can move you or can rock your boat. It'll never be the case. But don't identify with anything in whatever way, shape, form, or whatever, however you see it. Never identify with anything, because identity also creates ego, and the key is to eliminate ego. Of course, we're gonna have ego in everything we do, but the key is to use as little ego and just eliminate that aspect of yourself, because once we do that, then we are open to everything and we accept everything as it is rather than trying to change everything 24/7. That is the ego that tries to do that, and that is what creates tension within yourself, because then you begin to question things on why isn't this that way, or why isn't this way, or why isn't this person doing this, why is this person. It creates it's just a headache in itself, always wanting to question everything, always wanting to see why this is a certain way or why this person acts a certain way. It's just unnecessary energy going into unnecessary thinking. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just let everything be how it is. If a person is a certain way and you try to help them, whether they take your help or don't, it's not up to you. The key is to just bring that awareness to that person. Whether they change today, whether they change tomorrow, it's all a matter of time. You don't ever truly want to change somebody. You just want to plant seeds that you believe they need in order to grow. And whether they want to water it or not is solely up to them. We can't change anybody. Don't ever try to change somebody. Everybody's on their own journey. You wouldn't like somebody to walk into your world and try to change your being. You wouldn't like somebody to do that. So the key is to just plant seeds of awareness, plant seeds of abundance. Through love is how we truly grow. It is where we truly grow. So give love, and love will come right back to you. But yeah, choose to not identify with anything. Meditate on that. Meditate on breaking your egos. Meditate on losing these aspects of yourself that you are not. Everybody has trauma to them. So work around that in whatever way you deem to, works for you, whether it be prayer, meditation, whatever it may be. It's always a found. You always have to create this foundation of what works for you. Whether it be meditation, like I said, prayer, whatever works for you, and whatever thing, in whatever way that aids your spirit, you must work towards that. Understand that identity can be good, but it can also be bad. But for the most part, we want to limit the amount of things we identify with, because we don't ever want to identify our spirit with this material world, because we can't take this material world with us when we go. So build your spirit, build your essence, practice abundance, and you will forever grow. You will forever have nothing to worry about. So just understand that. You'll always be in competition with yourself, and you'll always be in competition with your spirit, especially your mind. The mind and the body always are in tension and battle with one another. So it's always good to just let things be and just not think so much on something that doesn't require much mental capacity. You'll begin to understand that life's a bit easier once you live that way and be that way. You stress less, you just have more mental time and more spiritual freedom when you're that way. It's not good to put so much energy into something that doesn't require it, especially if it's something that poisons your mind. So whenever you see a video talking about some conspiracy theory, or whenever you see a video talking about drama or anything, just let it be. Don't even give it any time or day or whatever. It's just not necessary. That's why I stopped putting so much energy and time into conspiracy theories and all this and that. I just began to realize one day that, what am I doing? One, it doesn't aid my spirit. It doesn't aid my being. It creates tension with one another, whether it be I believe this and another person believes that, then it creates an argument and a drama and a battle, and it's not even necessary. It's just let go of it. People make these things their identity, and those are the people that need the most help, because then they don't know whether to think for themselves or to think on somebody else's words. They don't really have a life at that point. They're controlled by what somebody else has to say. Their judgment and their thinking is based on somebody else's opinion. Doesn't really make much. Doesn't really make much sense. It's quite funny. But yeah, let go of all of that stuff. Don't give so much energy into things like that, because it just takes you away from you. It takes you away from your thinking, from your When I say thinking, I mean like personal thinking. Like you can think for yourself. It takes that away from you. But everyone's entitled to do and think and be however they want to be. I'm just here planting seeds of consciousness. Whether you take it or not is solely up to you. With that, I'll let the video be. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for giving me your time and energy. I've tried making a video about my 3 years of semen retention. I got like 15 minutes in and my brain for some reason just stopped working, so I deleted it. If you're interested in a video like that, please let me know. I'm still gonna make it regardless, but it'd be nice to know. But yeah, thank you for everything and anything. If the sun has just risen, I hope you have a good day and a good experience. And if the night has just fallen, I hope you have some good dreams. I hope you get great rest. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love every single one of you. And always and forever. Peace.